I had the incredible opportunity to participate in a month-long global health elective in La Paz, Bolivia. I made a few lifelong friends along the way and wanted to share my experience. This is the story of my first ever global health rotation. At near 12,000 feet above sea level, La Paz is a beautiful city almost touching the clouds. Adjusting to the altitude definitely took a few days as I was out of breath after every small hill I encountered. Each morning, we would wake up around 6:30 a.m. to make it to our rotation sites by 8. La Paz has a stunning transportation system called Mi Teleférico, which allows easy access all across the city, including connecting the neighboring city El Alto. I couldn't possibly ever get tired of my morning and afternoon views to and from clinic. Over the course of 4 weeks, we were assigned to various hospital sites across the city. I rotated at 2 hospitals for 2 weeks each.
Hello. Yes, sir. Secure the bag.
Hospital de la Mujer, or the Women's Hospital, and Hospital del Niño, the Children's Hospital. I was able to observe and participate in everything from history taking, emergency room visits, C-sections, diagnostic ultrasounds, and so much more. Every day, I was able to learn a little more about the Bolivian healthcare system, both the pros of having universal health access and coverage, as well as the existing issues that many providers still face. Having grown accustomed to US medical care my entire life, it was invaluable to see the diversity in how medicine and patient care can be approached outside of the States. Fridays were my favorite day of the week because this is when we went on a cultural activity, either in La Paz or on an overnight bus ride away. La Paz is filled with beautiful city squares, alleyways, architecture, museums that all tell a story of the rich history of Bolivia. 3 main indigenous groups of Bolivia consist of the Aymara, Quechua, and Guarani. These groups are descendants from the Incan as well as Tiwanaku empires, dating as far back as 1500 BC. Often I would hear the Aymaran language being spoken in clinic, or see people wearing Aymaran clothing. It was beautiful to witness the preservation of traditional culture. Due to the Spanish conquest of South America, and in particular Bolivia, much of the current culture and architecture still reflects this colonialism. Still, at every coffee shop, restaurant, or store I visited, there was a strong sense of Bolivian pride. From delicious salteñas to gorgeous cityscapes to ecological marvels, there is much to discover about what makes Bolivia so unique. And the only way to do that is, well, to explore. The first of our adventures begins on a journey towards El Lago Titicaca, the world's highest lake. We travel via car, ferry, and boat to reach our destination of Isla del Sol. I think this was the first time where a group of students, previously total strangers, started to bond. Isla del Sol is a beautiful isolated rocky island situated in the southern part of the Lago Titicaca. It is filled with ruins, farming, fishing, incredible views, and apparently spirits, according to our guide. This is Oreo. He protected us at night. Once we dropped off our stuff and got settled in, we began a hike to the top of Isla del Sol, a hike which took my breath away, both literally and figuratively. Along the way, many donkeys would pass us, carrying supplies headed to the town above. There was a moment halfway up the mountain that I'll never forget, where we sat down as a group for around 20 minutes, breathing in the lake air, enjoying the cool breeze, and appreciating the soft grass beneath us. With only a few hundred feet left to go, we were met with a challenge.
You gotta play with us.
I'll be one, but I think if we have to do how many? So we have to be like 5 and 5. 5 between
Or
5.
6 and 6. Look, we're gonna wreck them. It's gonna be great. And the gringo's gonna win. Gringo's gonna win. Even though I'm not one.
Looks like you know how to play.
Found them, they fall over.
Dude, you killed it out there.
Oh yes, Pamir.
I would have thrown up with him.
Yes, sir.
Played a good game. It was, best effort on both sides. We broke some ankles. They broke a lot of ankles. We scored one. They scored one on themselves. We lost 5-2. Overall, I would repeat. I think we were just out of shape. The oxygen got to us. I fucked up towards the end.
MVP right here.
MVP.
MVP.
Our girl MVP over here broke
MVP.
ankles. Any words?
Just 14,000 feet, that's crazy.
Yeah.
At the peak of our hike, there was a stone structure erected as a place of offerings and wishes. By adding rocks to the structure or around the peak, we can make a wish and hope for it to be realized. While I don't usually believe in superstition or leave my future up to fate, there was something powerful about the journey it took to make it up here. Not just the endurance and strength it required that day, but everything in my life and in medical school that allowed me to be present at this peak, at this moment. I put my faith into that journey and made a wish.
Now do a handstand.
I'm gonna kill myself if I do a handstand here.
How about right here?
Oh my god.
I was more scared of you than before.
I am more scared of it. What I said. I walked out. Fucking go. I'm ready to fight.
Oh. That's what I told them to last meeting.
Surprising.
Look at his tail. What if we carry him?
The snow-capped mountains in the back. Oh my god. This place is incredible.
Of the temple. How you come over here? Also in Asia, in some places like Thailand or Indonesia. But yeah, it's very, very, very rare to find these kind of rocks. Actually, there's only one place where you can find these rocks in the Lake Titicaca. From around over here, right inside.
Yeah, does someone manually?
The monsters usually it's an invasive also kind of a species. So
No, we came from this way and we went that way. Did you ever get the ropes and like get cleared for
Yeah. It feels like you know what you're graduating from.
Top of the world, baby. This is how it feels. Tell them, Beto.
What do you got, Beto?
I'm very proud of you guys. It's a very interesting experience to see you all working out with me here. So yeah, you're very surprisingly a really nice group. I really like you guys.
After arriving back in La Paz, it was time to prepare for one of the biggest festivals of the year in Bolivia,
He's
Carnival.
about to get ragged. Now I hit him. I'm of the past generation. Eyes, mouth, ears. This is it, baby. Let's go.
Both an indigenous and religious festival centered around the Virgin of Socavon. Thousands of folk dancers and musicians in brilliant costumes walk down a trek of 4 miles. All of Bolivia shuts down to celebrate Carnival. This was one of the most mind-blowing festivals I've ever been a part of. It's pretty indescribable, so I'll let the footage speak for itself.
Oh my.
Every day was jam-packed with exploring, trying new foods like anticuchos or cow heart, and salteñas, which are delicious doughy meat pockets. There was little time to rest until our second big adventure.
My recommendation is to
Aha! Hey, put your hand.
What happened next was one of the most insane moments of my life. We were told to close our eyes about 15 minutes from our destination. I felt our car park, and then we were let out by hand. I could hear the boots I was wearing make contact with a hard but watery surface. We counted down from 10 and opened our eyes.
What do you think? Why? You don't want me back in?
No, we're not letting you back in. You gotta stay out there now.
Stay out there?
Yeah.
Yeah, I could touch the wall.
The next day, following our incredible tour of the salt flats, we began our trek through the various ecological landscapes within the desert Siloli, located in the region of Potosi. Our tour guide Beto, who's one of the most knowledgeable and passionate individuals I've ever met when it comes to ecology, nature, and ornithology, would point out hundreds of species to us to keep an eye out for along the way. The scenery around us was constantly shifting, almost alien-like in the sheer number of rock formations, marshlands, barren desert, and enormous peaks.
Come on, boys! Come on in.
I think we might lose a lion here.
Oh.
There's some lesser yellow legs.
Dog! Dog, no! Man down! Man down!
After another trek through the Siloli Desert, we arrived at Laguna Colorado, an almost Martian-like blood-red lake that attracts 3 species of flamingos due to its rich algae and mineral content. The following morning, to conclude our epic journey in the southern part of Bolivia, we drove to a nearby geothermal field filled with mud pools, hot springs, and incredible geysers. At near 16,000 feet, we were at the highest altitude yet.
Not very high.
This incredible region is known as Sol de Mañana.
fire.
During the month of February, I had the privilege and incredible opportunity to participate in a 1-month global health elective in La Paz, Bolivia. I, along with medical students from across the United States, met initially as strangers, soon to be lifelong friends, in the vibrant and unique city that is La Paz. I would like to thank our tour guide Beto, our CFHI coordinator Gonzalo, all the physicians and students who were so welcoming at our rotation sites, and most importantly, our wonderful host, Paula Romero, who made us feel like we had a home away from home. At its core, global health is about understanding our shared humanity, yet embracing the diversity that makes our culture and healthcare systems unique. The flow of information is bi-directional. I tried to give back as much as I learned. I cannot think of a better way to conclude this video than with CFHI's tagline, "Let the world change you."
No, I kind of made it up.
No, okay.